WO show after a little bit of a break. We had a great set of guests looking forward to new things that are opening in the summer. And now we are starting out a new mini segment looking at events and activities that will be happening in the summer here in Green Bay. And to do that, we have Brooke Hafs, the marketing director from On Broadway, on to chat. How's it going, Brooke?
Hey, it's good. Thanks for having me again.
Of course. I think you are our first 3-time guest.
I am so honored. Discover Green Bay. You folks must like me.
Of course we do, and we love to get the inside scoop on all things Broadway District from you, for sure. But I was mentioning this pre-show a little bit. We've kind of changed the format just because I feel like, we're boring, Katie and I.
You are not.
Yeah.
We have fun, but
like you can only. She does more exciting things than I do. I don't know how many times I can say I don't know. I stayed home this weekend and had a lacrosse tournament and a basketball tournament to go to. So
exciting stuff.
What we're doing is having the guests kind of join the entire show from welcome to the guts of the interview to the last part looking in, and we just hope you can join in the conversation, and we'll dive into things on Broadway as well.
All right, I'll try to weigh in.
Yeah.
I can be kind of quiet and shy. So.
Oh yeah, that's I've known you for many years now, and that's always the vibe that you've given is quiet and shy.
Yep.
Right, I'll try my best to be a good host.
But welcome back on. We're really excited to have you. But I have a list of topics here that I wanted to kind of start out at, because we did take a little bit of a break from the show for a couple weeks just to kind of let things settle out and figure out what our next segments were going to be. So a lot's been going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like on this podcast we don't touch that football team that is in the stadium district there, in that big green building that we have. But the news of the day that we have to address: Aaron Rodgers today showed up at the Jets facilities. I don't know if you saw the Twitter post, wearing a Jets sweatshirt. He has been officially traded, and for the listeners of this podcast, I thought it would be good to kind of just get from some local leaders, some people who work in the tourism industry, in the events industry, what this means. And I think I look back on it and I say, he was so very supportive, thankful for the time, but also good luck, and we're going to be fine here in Green Bay.
I knew you were going to bring this topic up. I just had a feeling you were going to ask me about football.
I know. I'm not asking you about football.
Okay,
I'm more community impact. I think the guy in general has just had a big impact, and I think it's good to at least acknowledge that.
Yeah, I think the general feeling of most people is glad it happened, glad he was here, happy to have the years we had with him, and best of luck in the future, man. And excited to see what Love's got to bring to the table, right?
For sure.
I was going to say, I think Green Bay is going to be Green Bay no matter who the quarterback is.
Yeah.
We will always be a close-knit community and all those different things. Aaron Rodgers definitely was a cool piece to have here. But I'm excited to see what Love does.
Yeah, and more so off the field too. Aaron did a lot. Just to share a story here, I as Brooke knows, and she interviewed me a lot when she was back in the TV days when I was with the Salvation Army, and we ran the Christmas campaign. Everyone knows the bell ringing and that sort of thing. And each and every year, the Packers would do autograph sessions for us, and the money donated would go to the Salvation Army, which was used to provide social services, and then, of course, the Toys for Tots drive as well.
Right.
And we would always end with the last week would be Aaron Rodgers and his signature. And not only would he donate his time to sit there for 2 hours, we would have to hand out tokens. Only 100 people got it. We set it a certain price. Not only did he do that, he also matched every single year. And it was really cool to kind of just meet him through that and, get to talk to the real guy instead of what is out there on social media. And he's just a really genuine dude who, I am glad that in his Instagram post he said that it wasn't the last time you'll see Green Bay. I think he'll continue, once his career is over, to support this community as he did. And as he said, he grew up here. So, but there's a little bit of a funny story to that too. So at the Kroc Center at the Salvation Army, we had a large format printer, right? And so the Packers Give Back, they're like, hey, can you put together a big check so we can do the presentation in the media auditorium at Lambeau? It's like, of course I can. But the check wasn't coming from the Packers. It was coming from Aaron Rodgers, right? So I had to make a check that looked like it was a big version of Aaron Rodgers' checkbook.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And so I did that. And what's in the, pop quiz time, Katie, you probably don't know. What is in the upper left-hand corner of the check?
Address.
The address, right? So naturally, I put down 1265 Lombardi Ave, right?
Sure. His real address.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just same as like sending a postcard to the North Pole.
Amazing.
So we put it out on social media. The Salvation Army has a decent following on there. A lot of community like, oh, so cool, super cool, whatever. Well, unbeknownst to me, Fox on one of their broadcasts for those games picked up that picture and put it out on TV, and it was we were tagged on social media and all this. The amount of DMs that I got being so mad at me for doxing Aaron Rodgers and putting his address out there was insane. It was like every other DM was like, how could you got to take down that photo. How could you put Aaron Rodgers' address out there? Can you believe that?
That is too
So
funny.
it was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I was like, finally, I got sick of typing that is Lambeau Field address. It is publicly known. And yeah, so
That's funny.
So
That's
that
where
is
he lives.
Yeah, that
He
is.
sleeps there.
And I took that picture that was on Fox, and I was like really proud of that for a 20-something-year-old and my first like real person job. It was really cool. And then I had to deal with all that backlash.
And then you got bullied online.
Yeah. So, any other final thoughts on Aaron's impact? Anything you want to add?
I think it's just been fun to watch him grow. I mean, he's I was pretty young when Favre was the man.
Boy, really?
I think I was like
I was in college
6,
when he left.
7, 8, something like
Yeah.
that. And then so when Rodgers took over, I think it was fun to watch his progression, his growth, and just watch him become kind of this larger than life, like I don't know,
MVP,
celebrity.
whatever.
Like we're here in Green Bay, and you like see him at Chives, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's
Right.
like a real
and he's
celebrity.
bringing like his dates.
Yeah.
Danica Patrick
Yeah.
was here, and Olivia Munn was
just
here,
like, what
and they
is
would go. They would talk about like their trips to Woodman's
I
and to
know.
like
Oh my
Fresh
gosh.
Time. and,
So it's just been
like-
kind of surreal having,
or not
like,
Woodman's, Maplewood.
Yeah,
Maplewood
having him
meets,
in
yeah.
the area these last couple years when
Yeah,
he was
and I know
so
like
big.
even like Danica Patrick, when they were together, she would post her workouts at 920 CrossFit.
Oh,
like,
That's just insane.
Yeah.
That's
so
insane.
crazy.
Like some of the biggest celebrities in the world are coming to Green Bay, and
So.
but I think Katie, you're 100% right. The Packers will continue to be a massive brand and a massive draw to our area, which we'll always be thankful for, regardless of who's the quarterback. And I will continue to we'll continue to bleed green and gold here on the 920 show.
Exactly.
Yep. I'll keep watching and hosting Packer parties,
Exactly.
and drinking beer while I cheer them on. So
Exactly.
that's not gonna change.
I'm hoping that I get my season tickets this year. Finally.
Ooh,
Yeah. I was 1919 on the list last year.
1919.
Yeah.
That feels like a good omen.
I
Like
know,
Kitchen
right?
and Tap, man.
I thought so too. So we're going to stay on the topic of football a little tiny bit. I'm not going to ask you guys any questions, but I am I'm just gonna address something real quick that Discover Green Bay has been involved in a lot, and that is the NFL draft.
Sure. Super exciting topic.
Yeah. So a lot of moving parts right now, and I'm not involved in the process directly. When the planning committee needs something
Beautified.
Yes, pretty much. They'll ask me to help out a little bit. There's 3 members of the Discover Green Bay team who are on that planning committee and are integral parts of that planning committee. And it seems like we're getting calls from a lot of media networks wanting an interview. I actually have to do one right after this about it. So I'm just going to give a state of the union on where we stand with the draft. So we have our bids in, and we are working through with hand in hand with the Packers and the bid committee that is putting everything together. All of the questions that the NFL has. We have a group of those 3 people, along with some other members of the planning committee, out in Kansas City this week. They are there to kind of see the setup. Scope it out. I know one big topic that was talked about is where we're going to park all the semis. So they're seeing where the semi parking is going on.
People in Green Bay are so worried about parking.
Yeah.
My gosh. We will find parking.
But where will we park?
Oh my goodness.
The battle cry.
We get asked questions about it all the time, and like that is where it is right now. Our bids are in. Our bid is in. We are working through questions, and we'll hopefully have an answer whenever the NFL decides they want to give us an answer. We don't want to put dates out there because we've been given dates in the past, and then they say, we need some more time, and then it feels like we're delaying. So, we'll find out when the public does.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like, for everyone watching, like, if this becomes a reality, like, what does it mean for the area?
Brooke just put on her reporter hat.
Like, what are we talking? Like, economic impact. Like, it's a huge deal.
It's a statewide economic impact. I believe the numbers are around 90 million or so is what we're looking at for the state. And then within Brown County in our region, I believe it's 40 to 50, somewhere in that range.
That's huge.
Nashville had, it ranges of how many people come, like 500,000 some people through the doors. So, the big difference about this and like a Packer game day is Packer game days happen and they bring people in. In this instance, there's a client. So it's more approach from like our end, like we sell any other conference. Like we had the the Great Lakes Logging Congress at the Resch Center last summer, and there was thousands and thousands of people who came for that. Roads were shut down, so there was logging equipment everywhere. They are footing the bill for a lot of these spaces. So, we're working with them on figuring out where everything is going to be placed and how that, happens. So
bring that money into the Broadway District. Come spend some money in, downtown Green Bay. So
exactly.
Amazing.
So, that's that. We'll put a pin in that, and hopefully here sometime, in early to mid summer 2023, we'll be able to come on the 920 show and talk about the draft coming in 2025 or 2027 when we know those answers. But the other thing that we were talking about pre-show that I want to chat about is I actually had the opportunity to do some fun, like actual, like explore Green Bay a little bit with my wife on a date night, which we don't normally do.
Ooh.
Night out.
Yes.
Okay, what'd you do?
So, first of all, if you can all see my water bottle here, we went to the Gabasso.
Did you go?
We
I was
did.
there. I literally must have left right before.
So we were pulling in, and Ashley was leaving, and I was like, "Oh, is Katie here?" And she's like, "She just left."
Yeah.
So we went to that because I was like, there's free beer. Hinterland was there.
Yeah,
like pouring free beer. So we were like, we're gonna go have a beer before we went to dinner. And then we went to Tavern in the Sky, which I know you were saying, Brooke, that you hadn't been to yet.
I've never been there yet. I mean, that's pitiful. I should have been there.
Well, like a lot of time, like White Dog is a spot that we hit up for date night.
Yeah, I love me some White Dog soup.
Oh,
I think it's their mushroom soup. That's so good.
I love anything mushroom.
Mushroom.
I don't like mushrooms.
I love it.
All right. That's it.
That was a face for YouTube. That was jeez.
Tell me you're not an adult without telling me.
Like,
oh, come on. What?
Can't handle mushrooms.
No, I like pickled mushrooms in my old fashioned.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't like.
You're not completely lost.
You know what? Honestly, I haven't had like a mushroom anything. I don't think ever.
Okay, well then you can't say that.
You haven't had a mushroom anything ever?
Except for the pickle. Like
a mushroom pizza.
Like if I see mushrooms on it, I ask for them to be removed, and if they say no, I pick something else.
Oh no. I was just complaining about people like you.
I
was like,
Deacon's like that. Deacon's like that. I'm like, literally, just eat it. Seriously, stop.
Every other thing is fine. Like I
get slightly embarrassed at a restaurant when I'm with an adult who like asks for an ingredient to be removed. I'm like, just eat it.
Deal with it.
Just pick around it. I'm so embarrassed for you.
we were out to eat, and Deacon goes, he asked for a root beer or something. He goes, "Oh, is that on tap or is it in bottle?" I'm like, "Oh my word, get up, get Get out of here.
What does it matter?
I'm not even sitting here with you.
That's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
Tavern in the Sky.
We went to Tavern in
Was
the
it
Sky.
good?
It was delicious. They have awesome old fashions. I got the special, and it was a Wagyu poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah, so it was a bed of fries, Wagyu steak, and then like gravy, and then some veggies.
I think I should have grown up in the South because I love anything slathered in gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with
That's a
gravy
fact.
on it.
Yeah,
That is
I
a
mean,
fact.
poutine is from Canada,
Oh,
so
yeah.
other direction.
That's true. Okay, well, then I was made to grow up in Canada, but I always think like Southern
Yeah.
is like gravy.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
no, like your gravy,
shrimp and
like
grits.
KFC, like
Yeah, like-
gravy
yeah.
mash. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I
Yeah.
do love
Does
a good biscuits and gravy.
Pancake Place make good biscuits and gravy?
Fire biscuits and gravy.
boy.
I do love Pancake Place's biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the real question is, what kind of old fashioned? Is it whiskey, brandy, sweet, sour?
Brandy, press, mushrooms.
Nice.
Or no, bourbon, press, mushrooms.
Bourbon
Mhm.
press. I do a press as well with
Yep.
mushrooms.
Yep.
That's funny.
Got to go with that.
Like
So anyway, the funniest part of the story, you guys, is we met some tourists.
okay.
Yeah.
They were from Sheboygan Falls. They were about 89 years old.
Oh.
They were the cutest thing. She had her walker, and she was up at the bar. We didn't make a reservation, so we just ate like right at the bar, naturally.
Like a proper date
why
night.
leave my home?
Amazing.
And their names were Jerome and Peggy.
Jerome and Peggy.
Jerome, they were celebrating because he's still a tax man, and they were just got out of busy season,
So
and they were
Jerome.
Yeah.
time to retire, Jerome.
And it turns out Jerome does one of Katie's friends' taxes.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like he's not supposed to share that.
That's
No,
hilarious.
and then Peggy started ordering vodka mixers, and she was getting loose in the lips. I'll tell you that.
89-year-old
With our walker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they were talking about their relationship and
Oh
things,
boy.
what she likes about Jerome, what she doesn't like about Jerome.
I mean, when you've been together for that long,
I'm gonna be that kind of old lady, just like
They were from
oversharing
Sheboygan?
Yep.
on vodka.
already overshare without vodka.
They were from Sheboygan Falls, and they drive up to Green Bay all the time. They just love it so much. They were downtown exploring a little bit.
Nice.
My problem is whenever I meet somebody who's not from here, suddenly I put on a Discover Green Bay hat when I'm just like out doing regular people things. And then I'm like, oh, where are you staying? What are you doing? Do you need some ideas? Like, shut up. Just stop.
Like I appreciate that about
I'm
you.
just like, this is so embarrassing. I feel like such a nerd.
Hey, when you love your job, it just becomes a
Yeah.
part
It
of
just
your
is what
everyday
you
life,
do.
right?
Like it just
Yeah.
is. It just like when I'm working at Pancake Place on the weekend, and like people will come and be like, "Oh, we're from XYZ, whatever." Oh, what are you guys doing tonight? It's
But-
just
I love
funny.
that.
So speaking of date nights, though, Brooke, you were telling me you have found a new spot.
What did I say? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, where did I go?
We should have Katrina on, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Oh,
we recently on that like 80-degree day.
Oh,
yes.
so nice.
Yeah. So we went to Ledgestone Vineyard.
Mhm.
And we ate dinner there, which I've never done. I've always gone like sat out on the lawn
They
and drank
just
wine.
launched that menu like a month and a half ago or something like
Yeah,
that.
so
it
we
is brand
had
new.
dinner and it was like really good gourmet food,
Oh,
like top notch.
I heard it was like amazing.
yes,
Yeah.
like really really good food.
Oh yeah, and we went there. Gosh, I forget when it was, but it was like when they first launched their menu because we
Oh,
were
yeah, I
like
remember that.
we were like
told me
we were like you we'd go and sit out on the patio. It's literally like 7 minutes from our house,
Mm-hmm.
so we'd go there. All even bring the kids. The kids would run
Yeah,
around the yard.
Perfect place for kids and dogs and all. This
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. And so when they launched this menu, we're like, well, we got to go try it. And I was just like feeling a burger, and I know that they have like tons of gourmet food, but do you remember Proof in De Pere?
Yes.
They used to have like my favorite burger. Unfortunately, they closed in COVID. But this one might be a good replacement.
There you go.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Love that.
Yeah, I had like a shrimp linguine, and it was
Oh,
like, it was like so fresh, and the ingredients were just top notch, so good.
I do love a good shrimp.
I mean, yeah, and I mean you can't.
anything with carbs. Really.
Yeah.
I love their
I'm in there,
wine
like,
too.
somewhere.
So good.
you and your rhymes in there like I don't understand that one, to be honest.
I don't want to explain it to you. I'm trying to see what I've been up to.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my goodness! Since this isn't coming out,
tomorrow.
oh, okay. Whatever, it'll be fine. Anyways, there was I never really explore Actually, I do. Anyways, I was in De Pere, and on Dickinson Road behind Toast and Co.
Mm-hmm.
There's a boutique that I'd never seen before.
I didn't know that opened either.
Alternate route.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, Western wear is like a trend right now. Like it's popular.
Like Yellowstone vibes?
Yes, and that's why, because like Yellowstone and all that kind of thing. Well, I went to this place. It was the coolest boutique ever. 3 stories, might I add.
Did you have your Discover Green Bay credit card on you?
I did.
Oh boy.
Oh, do you get an allowance? Can I get a
Usually
job?
only on food. I can't really pass the boutique stuff.
I have to approve her credit card report, so I will be watching closely.
No, I didn't buy anything. I wanted to though. But I took a TikTok and I'm really excited to post it.
Like, can you pull off like a cowboy hat?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Nashville is
I don't know.
literally my favorite place to go.
I think you could. Are you a country music? Like, do you? No.
I mean, I grew up in the country. Like, I grew up in a rural area.
Denmark.
Yeah. But I wasn't like a farm kid.
Yeah.
So
the girl who runs it used to like show cows.
Cool.
And then as she got older, she became allergic to the cows.
Oh no,
and
that's
would get
the
like
saddest story
and
ever.
would get like anaphylactic shock. So that's why it's
so can
called.
she wear leather?
That's why it's called the alternate route.
Pleather.
Because
So
she
pleather.
didn't originally plan on opening a boutique. So she called it the alternate route.
We need to have her
Very
on.
cool. Very cool.
We
Yeah.
do.
Cool.
That would be an interesting story.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hop into some stuff Broadway here.
Oh.
This is going to be a little bit of a quicker episode. I wanted to save at least like 25-30 minutes for On Broadway stuff because I got questions, Brooke.
All right, lay them on me.
All right, are you ready?
No, yeah.
Tell me all about Run for the Roses
Run
Wine Walk.
for the Roses.
Watch Party.
All right. So Run for the Roses Wine Walk coming up May 6th. The event is from 2 to 7 in the Broadway District, and it is exactly how it sounds. It's a wine walk. So we have 20 participating businesses pouring wine samples with light food pairings. But the kicker of this event is it's themed for the Kentucky Derby. So
Love it.
you are supposed to dress up, wear your dresses, your
Mojitos?
pantsuits.
No, it's wine.
It's wine.
and your big hats, right?
Okay.
So Kentucky Derby theme.
What about the
outfits.
guys?
Yeah,
what is a Kentucky Derby vibe for the guys?
like maybe
A
like
horse?
a cane,
Like
or
I feel like
cool hat.
I feel like
man
whenever
hats.
I see the pictures of all the Kentucky Derby people, it's like
like dapper.
yeah,
real
like
dapper looking. That's the word.
but like the like baby blues and powder pink suits.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Or
I'm
like
living for it.
and that
plaids
sort of thing,
and, I don't
like a
know.
paisley
Maybe
shirt underneath.
Like what are those things? Suspenders.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
maybe
bedding slips.
Oh.
what? Oh, bedding slips.
Yeah, for maybe I
think
have
you said
some
bedding. I'm like bedding.
bedding
slips.
slips in
Okay,
my back
betting.
pocket. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, like maybe like a pocket square,
Oh,
like a handkerchief.
okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just like real,
Dapper.
Guys get into it. They do, but I mean,
Have you ever had a guy come and dress up like a jockey?
No, or not that I've seen. Not
Okay.
yeah, but that'd be another take on it for sure.
I wouldn't love that.
Yeah, you probably have to be a small person
You
to
have
pull
to be a
that
small man
that
to do
costume
that,
off. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they make big and tall
Like a
jockey
giant-
outfits.
It's like giant jockey would be like, what are you trying to do? Yeah,
That's funny.
but people get really into it. It's a ton of fun, and it's a good.
So are
chance
they
to,
local wines or who's picking the wines?
Yeah, it's some local wineries contribute, so like Duck Creek, Door 44. What are the ones? Captain's Walk. There you go. There's some of them.
Parallel 44.
Parallel 44. There we go.
Yeah.
So all of them are contributing some wines. It's a good chance to get, to taste some of those local wines.
So it's also a watch party, it says. So
Yeah.
when like how do you tie in, besides the hats and the outfits and all that, how else are you tying in the Derby into this experience, and how can people from out of town come, and like what to expect if they want to watch the race as well?
Yeah, so it's actually on the day of the Kentucky Derby, which is why the race viewing party is included in the event.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start your wine walk, anytime after 2:00, but at 4:00 we start like that viewing party at the
Okay.
depot. So the upper level of the depot.
Oh, so you have
Ooh.
nice.
Yep.
Okay, I
There's
like it.
Pretty nice capacity up there,
Yeah.
and they'll have TVs with the race showing. There'll be photo ops up there, mint juleps, those
Mint juleps,
those
not
Kentucky
mojitos.
Derby
I forget,
inspired drinks
Yeah.
and appetizers up there as well. And then we'll be having like our costume contest. Will be up there as well.
Ooh.
So last year, I think we gave out awards for like best hat, best group costume, best individual, things like that. So, if you want to have your outfit, officially judged, you can come and take part in the costume contest.
Oh boy.
At Discover Green Bay team.
You think so? You think
A
we
group
should enter a
contest?
Discover Green Bay?
Ashley would go all out in that.
Ashley might break our budget if we tell her both.
She would.
Yeah. But, we have some really great shops in the district for people to prepare with their outfit choices.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I mean, think about it. We
okay.
have Hatcetera, and she's got all these giant hats right now that she's selling for this event.
So even
I
if you
love
don't
it.
have one, you can come for the day of the event, go to Hatcetera and find one.
Either on the day of the event or
Or
beforehand.
before, yeah.
We have Zulu, Baselli, a bag lady. They're all, Cockloft vintage even. She has some really cute, vintage outfits that would be really cool for a derby. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Ooh,
I mean,
like a 50s derby theme?
yes, like polka dot big dress with a big
Yeah.
skirt.
Ooh.
Just picture it. It's cool.
I feel like it's very similar to like a Masters theme
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's giving the same kind of like specialty drinks,
Mm-hmm.
known for some various foods. I'm really excited for that. That should be super fun.
Yeah, people have a good time. It's just a hoot to see people. They're just literally walking around the district, laughing.
Big hats.
Big hats. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's smiling. They're shopping. They're enjoying good food and beverages. Just good stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
So again, that would be May 6th.
Correct.
And the wine walk is from 2 to 5 with the Derby watch party at the depot from 4 to 7.
Correct.
Well,
tickets are still on sale.
let's
so
go
grab 'em.
4 to question mark. Is that okay?
7.
Seven.
I don't know.
9.
I just might hang out in the Broadway
I mean,
district till like 10.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
plenty of places to hang out.
Yeah, I'll go down to White Dog afterwards,
Copper
maybe
State,
hit up Sardine
Chinatown.
Can afterwards.
you
I don't
There
know.
you go.
Yeah. Can you
sure.
imagine Sardine Can on the night after the Derby?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're a
Ooh,
white
boy.
stop, and so is their new bar, that 70s bar.
Oh, that's
so
70s?
both-
Yes.
You could do a 70s Derby theme, do the whole wine walk, watch party, and then go to that 70s bar after.
I mean, that's a night. That'll be a fun night.
That's a night. It's also probably a
It's
morning,
a night
but
to
that's
Uber.
okay.
It's a night to
Probably
Uber.
Need to get a hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about here, I want to get the exact name right. You guys just got an award, and I want to get it right.
Oh, yes, we won a couple awards actually.
Yes. Best volunteer engagement.
Correct.
Best business success story.
Mm-hmm.
Best creative fundraising effort.
Mhm.
And I think the 2022 Wisconsin Main Street Volunteer of the Year. Michael, you're gonna have to help me.
Broadhagen.
Broadhagen.
Yep. Yeah.
What's the bling?
Okay, so
How did you get this? How did you get these trophies, Brooke?
Well, On Broadway is a Main Street,
Yep.
a Wisconsin Main Street program. So the WEDC, every year they host an awards ceremony.
Wisconsin Economic Development
Correct.
Corporation.
Coalition.
Some corporation we're going to go
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify
yeah.
for those who didn't.
Yeah, so they hand out awards every year. We submit nominations for different categories. Basically, they hand out these awards for the best revitalization projects going on in downtowns all across Wisconsin. So our organization submitted some nominations, and we ended up taking home 4, which
That's
was
sick.
That's
we just
insane.
swept
So-
house. It was so much fun.
So tell me about the volunteer engagement one. Like what earned you that one?
So we logged more than 2,300 volunteer hours last year alone.
Wow.
We started engaging large corporate groups into our volunteer program because our farmers market on Broadway is a ton of fun and people want to come in and team build and volunteer together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very popular way for people to come in and volunteer and sort of build morale and
For sure.
team build.
Yeah.
But we engage our volunteers in a wide variety of ways. So not only events, which is huge and needed because we only have a staff of 7 people to run these big events. We do need volunteers. They help us also with design projects, public art in the Broadway
Nice.
District, and then some of our large-scale property development and economic vitality projects we have going on, such as the Shipyard, Liked Park, and our Green Bay Public Market. So,
Nice. So the award was for the volunteer program.
Yep,
as a
it was
whole,
just
not for
the-
like one specific
No.
your volunteer engagement for the farmers market. It
Yeah.
was for that's pretty huge.
we are set apart just because we engage our volunteers in a variety of ways and in huge ways, and it really makes our district better.
And I just want to emphasize that this isn't like Green Bay, this isn't Brown County, this isn't Northeastern Wisconsin. These are state awards.
Correct. Yes.
So we're going up against the Milwaukee bids and Main Streets, the Madison bids and Main Streets.
Yep, all across the state.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we dive into a couple of these? I would
love to. Yeah.
So, I want to talk a little bit about the business success story one. Is super interesting for me. I'm a little biased because, like, I love this place. Tell me about the process of sharing the business success story and getting this award for Copper State Brewing.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun writing this nomination because the owners, Missy and John, are just the kindest, coolest people. Way too cool to be my friend. They're just really stand-up people, and I think that shined through on their nomination. Just how they've been able to kind of cultivate not only a successful business, but really a culture around the employees they hire. They have this pack of homeschooled kids who've helped them stay afloat through challenging times like COVID. And then because of that, they've taken on other homeschooled kids in this like little network they've created. And they've really made it their mission to make Green Bay a craft beer destination. And they have really high hopes to expand their distribution to other parts of Wisconsin. So not only is it a super cool place to go spend time. They have this beautiful outdoor space. You can, drink beer and have really good food, but they just have this like culture. And if you go there for business meetings in the morning for coffee, you see it.
The best coffee.
If you go there for beer in the evening, you see it. It's just it's like a family there. So
it is. I was actually there this morning.
Very cool. Very cool story.
Nice. Yeah, their coffee is delicious.
And they just celebrated their 5-year anniversary in the Broadway District. So
nice.
In order to win this category, you do have to be in business in your Main Street for a minimum of 5 years. So
that's like a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So they surpassed the time limit, and they snatched up the category right away. So no surprise there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. And Stilt Stepper.
Yeah, still summer. That's the sentence right there.
Yeah,
that's the statement.
That stuff slaps.
Yeah. Is that a saying? Like
Nick is
it's so
trying.
It's so fetch.
I'm
Is
doing
it trying
so
to
good.
catch on?
So fetch.
So fetch. Like, it's not gonna happen. Okay.
All right. So I have let's see here. A couple more. So you won the volunteer engagement category, but also volunteer of the year. Tell me about some of the work Michael's done for you.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy. He's an older gentleman, and he's really devoted a lot of time to the Broadway District. He helps with events. He is the type of person that you trust to be in charge if a staff member needs to step away. He can be in charge of money or managing a group of volunteers. And he's just really kind to our event attendees. Like, he's just a friendly guy, does everything with a smile, great attitude. And yeah, he surpassed 100 hours of service the last 2 years. So well deserved and a really stand-up guy.
All right, last but not least on the awards, I loved the High Five fundraising campaign.
Yeah, you guys were
I thought it was
there.
really cool. So I want to give you some time to share with our listeners what it's all about and where they can find out more.
Yeah, we won an award for best fundraising efforts, and that was for a fundraising event we hosted called High Five, affectionately named that because we served a 5-course meal on the 5th floor of a vacant building using 5 different chefs in the Broadway District. So kind of a little play on words. Pretty neat, if I do say so myself.
Who came up with
I didn't come with it, right?
I was like, I just took credit for all of it.
Just kidding, guys.
I don't even know who named it, but it was so cool. We ran with it, and people loved it. But
yeah, no, it's great. It was so fun. It was super cool.
Yeah, so there's this vacant building in the Broadway District. It's the former Baycare building, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Right by Red Sculpture Park and Bernstein's Candies. And so we activated that rooftop space. Super cool space. Can't believe that it's vacant because it's just like the coolest place. The view of all of downtown Green Bay was stunning. And then we brought in 5 different chefs. So we had Gather, Amphora, 335. Oh gosh, I'm gonna forget who was all there. I
will eat anything that either Jill or Chris makes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So there were 5 different chefs who came in, and they did like a soup course, a salad course, a main course, a dessert. It was just like an appetizer, I think was one of them, but it was just so cool, and it helped us raise a lot of money to be put back into the Broadway District.
$1 million question.
Yes.
Is it happening again this year?
You betcha.
All right.
So yet to determine a date and place. Probably, I have no details. But yes, we are going to host it again this year. And the minute I have ticket information for you, you'll be the first to know.
Can we do like co-giveaway maybe?
Oh, we can do anything you want to do. Yeah, we're looking for people to contribute to that event for sure.
Yeah, let us know. All right, so there's 2 biggies that we have to get to that I know the people want to know about.
Oh yeah.
And I'll let you pick the order. How about that?
Let's see. Is it Farmers Market?
That's
or
one.
Mual and Busker?
Oh, so
Levitt.
there's 3.
Or
yeah.
We have so many good things going on.
There's 3.
What time is it? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
You got a meeting, so you
No,
choose. So
okay.
I have numbers 1 through 3 in my head, and they're
2.
each topic's assigned. Okay, 2 is Levitt.
Okay.
Let's talk about Levitt, the Levitt concert series. Congratulations for that, by the way. I think I voted 9,000 times.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I think it's a congratulations to the whole community.
Yes,
because
that's true.
Because really, everyone in Green Bay and the surrounding area had to vote to make this happen, and people really turned out for us and voted and helped us win that money to make it a reality.
I was like, tablet, phone, computer. Tablet, phone, computer.
And then they did on all of his kids.
Yeah, I did. I signed up my 2 kids.
I love that. You're like making them fake email accounts. Like.
You want to know something crazy? Both my kids have email addresses.
Oh my gosh, cool. Well, neat. That's awesome. Well, yeah, so we did win the Levitt grant to make this event possible. It was a $90,000 grant to be used over 3 years, and it allows us to have 10 free concerts.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Throughout the summer in Liked Park. So it's all about bringing in diverse artists to introduce people to something that they're not maybe comfortable with or something they haven't seen before.
Right.
All about bringing in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and bridging kind of social gaps in our community, making people feel more comfortable around each other, and making sure everyone feels welcome to come see some free live music. So it's very exciting.
So do we know dates? Anything that you can share?
Yeah, this will be Sunday evenings throughout the summer, beginning June 25th and running through August 27th. So 10 straight weeks.
Love that.
Yes. Sunday evenings. You know what to do. Yeah.
I want to know just a little bit. Can I ask a behind the scenes questions?
If I know it.
How many times do you think you pressed refresh during the voting process?
Oh gosh, every single day. I mean, I just had the tab up on my computer screen and just like, and it was just like we were neck and neck with some other communities like the whole time.
How many communities got the grant?
10, I believe 10.
Throughout the country, correct?
Throughout the whole country, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
And
awesome.
this is not the first time we've gotten it, correct?
We earned this grant in 2019, but it was just a 1-year allocation. So this is the first time we've ever won a 3-year version of this grant, and so we're going to do it up big.
Do you know any of the artists yet, or?
Nah, I don't know any of the names off the top of my head, and we're going to be announcing those in a press conference coming up.
Cool. Awesome.
Date to be determined.
We'll be there. I'm sure
we'll be there.
So
we're always there.
The lineup's going to be kind of a reveal. So yeah.
I love
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Exciting.
That's awesome. All right. 1 or 3?
1.
Farmers Market.
We got to talk Farmers Market, of course.
When are we starting? What do we got going on? What's new this year?
We're coming in less than a month, you guys.
I know.
We want all the Farmers Market tea.
Yeah, it's going to be great. 20th anniversary of the Farmers Market on Broadway. What? You guys...
Because anytime he says something that I say often, like just because I say it,
he gets it all.
He feels like he's cool.
Yeah, I saw that face. You're like a kid.
Yeah. Anyways,
Amazing.
Farmers Market, 20th anniversary.
Yes. 20th anniversary begins
so exciting.
May 24th.
Okay.
I'm so
That
jacked.
is the first Wednesday evenings, 19 straight weeks. And yeah, we have lots of exciting things. One of them being our anniversary beer.
Yes, I saw the competitions with was it St. Norbert Design?
Nope.
That's a different thing. I'm sorry.
Us, but
I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. So our beer, we partnered with Titletown Brewing Company.
Okay.
And they are brewing us a Mexican light lager. And we did host a competition or a contest to name the beer.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
So what's the name?
Summer Salud.
Summer Salud.
Ooh, I
like
love
it. I
Salud.
like it.
Cool.
Yes. So
you should launch it on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, it's not ready. So yeah,
I love Brooke.
they're gonna trade out like the ingredients every couple weeks with like the like produce that's in season.
The little like blueberry or strawberry.
So like rhubarb or strawberry or whatever's in season. Well, I think rhubarb's first. Rhubarb and asparagus, but asparagus lager doesn't sound good to me. But rhubarb does.
I'm open. I'm open. I'll try whatever.
I feel like cucumber would be good.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
I want a farmer's market. What else is new this year? Besides, anniversary beer.
Okay, I just found out Miss Wisconsin's coming to our very first.
Miss USA?
Not Miss USA. Miss Wisconsin.
Didn't
Miss Wisconsin became Miss USA, I believe, didn't
she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is actually going to be the new Miss Wisconsin's going to be making appearance at our first farmers market, so that's kind of cool. She's going to be out there signing autographs. If any of you are
we're gonna go back for
fans.
a second because I finally found this. I want to show everyone this because this is what I was thinking of with the design thing.
Oh.
I fell in love with this logo for your.
Oh yeah, there's our summer.
That was me too.
I didn't make that. I have no graphic design skills whatsoever.
I want just so that everyone knows what we're talking about. I'll put this screenshot in the YouTube comments for everybody.
Yay!
Because you couldn't really see it, but when I was thinking design before, I was talking about and confusing those two competitions. It was because I saw this design and I was like, "That is sick! I want a T-shirt with it."
Oh,
by the way,
gosh, oh my gosh! Do you know how many T-shirts I have to make this year? So many T-shirts.
Just
we
one
like
more.
merch.
Feel my pain.
It's just one more.
Yeah, it's just one more.
It's just one
no
more.
more T-shirts. No, I'm just kidding.
It's got the farmers market. Look at it. It's got the farmers market logo inside the beer bottle, and then it's got like it's
I love
very
the idea.
You know what you need to put?
I'm about to launch a merchandise store. By the way,
you know what you need to put? You know what you need to put this on?
What?
You need to put this on one of those '90s jackets that changes color almost.
Windbreaker jacket.
Yeah, like the windbreaker. That's what it's like. It's
that's
super
so
cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I would buy at a T-shirt shop.
This is an
Cabo.
insider scoop, but I'm about to launch a merchandise store for On Broadway, and one of them is going to have like some of our statement like murals.
Love that.
Like the swallows, like if you've seen those, like by Andrew Linskin.
I'm literally quaking in my boots. I love merch.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Anywhere we go, any conference we go to,
it's
I'm
ridiculous.
about the merch.
Yeah.
I buy it.
So I have some cool farmers market swag coming up. Like one's like, this is my crop top, and it's like on a crop top, and it's like super cute. And like, yeah, I know. Like, so get ready to shell out some peanuts and
I love it.
Buy some On Broadway.
I cannot wait.
But I do love that, and it's made.
You don't have to do anything. You just put it on a shirt.
All right. You tell me.
Can you send me the logo and I can make my own shirt?
No, you have to buy it from me.
No, it's so true though about Katie. It's so true though about Katie because she'll go somewhere and be like, okay, I'm gonna go like make some content here or get some photos here,
and
like the next week she'll be like wearing like she went to Bosses when she went to where else? She went to Luna too. Yeah. Like went to Luna, was like, I'm gonna do a coffee TikTok at Luna. I was like, all right, cool. 2 days later, she's got like a Luna t-shirt on,
Luna hat, Luna cup.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, you'll be the first person I send a link to.
Thank you. Right. Before it drops.
Before it drops.
Yeah, I gotta have the inside scoop.
She's gonna be the first one to wear the shirt.
Yeah,
yep,
she will.
It's me.
I love it.
Oh shit, I love. All right. Anything else about the farmers markets? Like,
well, we're gonna be starting to announce like live music in the district on those nights. Like a lot of our businesses participate and they book their own live bands.
Yep.
So any night of the farmers market, you can go and see like 8 different versions of live music somewhere. White Dog, Sardine Can,
Gather,
Keggers, Gather, the
Keggers,
Depot,
Lyric Room,
Lyric Room. Did I say White Dog? Yeah. So and then our stages as well. So there's like going to be so much live music
everywhere,
so much live music,
and of course the beer tent,
and then the beverage tent where you can
beverage,
beverage tent where you can go and enjoy, an
whatever
alcoholic or
a summer salute,
or a summer salute.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say it normal. Summer salute. Every time I say it, I have to like.
It's the alliteration.
I love
excited.
That's what it is.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love it.
Pretty
Summer
cool.
salute.
Summer salute. Pretty cool.
All right, so that leaves Mual and Busker Fest. Before we get you out of here, you're going to be late for your meeting.
I know. I'll blame you. It's okay.
Yeah, just
she'll totally
get it.
Yeah.
The Mual and Busker Festival, year 3. June 17th and 18th this year, and 10 more murals coming to the Broadway District.
That's insane.
Yep. In the course of that weekend, and then of course the buskers, which people still don't know what buskers are. So
I was going to ask, have we bridged the gap of knowing what a busker is?
More people are informed because of our event, but every once in a while people are like, "What's a busker?" So it's a street performer. You can come down. You can watch live artwork taking
Way
form.
cooler way to say street performer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get educated, people.
I know, right? So we're bringing the European term here.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I love it. So that's no tickets needed?
Nope.
You can just
Free.
hop on down to the
Come on
district,
down and
walk
see
around, go to all the
everything
businesses.
you could ever want to see about the arts, and you can interact with the artists. We're bringing in some really, really talented artists this year and painting some really cool walls. So it's going to be.
Ooh, I'm excited.
At last year's Mual and Busker Festival, the one that Gregory Frederick did.
Yeah.
My kids, he let them grab the paint. He was letting all the kids grab paintbrushes and help with the mural.
A lot of the artists get into that, it's because they're trying to educate and inspire as well, and you can go there and ask them about their experiences and their their knowledge, and you can really learn something about art. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's one of, I know, my family enjoys going down to that event every, we've done it 2 years in a row, and we'll be there again this year. And the kids always have a ton of fun. Yeah. We always get to grab a good beer and walk around the district and have a nice day and check out all the street performers who, I want to say, like, we're not talking like, guys like, there are people walking around on stilts. I don't mean to say that, but like they're not just like any street performers. You bring these people in, like they're national touring street performers.
Yeah, like last year we had a guy up on a unicycle, like 20 feet up in the air, and it was a unicorn, and he was juggling and flame throwing, and it was just like
a whole thing of a thing.
And he was like playing a harmonica. I was just like, how many things can this guy do to like busk like in one act? And it was so cool. Yeah, really talented individuals for sure.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I know you got to take off, so thank you very much. We're going to do our quick sign-off here, but before we do that, you want to tell them where they can find all things Broadway?
Sure. Head to our website, downtowngreenbay.com, any of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, all the things. I hate TikTok. But we have it. And you can find information on everything we have going on in any of those places.
Awesome.
Or call me, text me,
awesome,
email
and
me.
also
beat me if you want to reach me. Like Kim Possible.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, love that show as a kid.
Always like to remind our listeners and viewers that if you can't remember everything Brooke said, just Google On Broadway Green Bay.
Yep,
sure, that works too,
and you'll find them there.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all that we have for everyone today. Katie, hit them with the socials.
At Discover Green Bay. On pretty much everything.
That Brooke just said.
Yeah. Our website is greenbay.com, though.
And also be sure to check out a lot of Katie's handiwork on the blog, greenbay.com/blog. Some really fun ones up this week.
Oh, my word. I'm so jacked.
We got an old-fashioned tour up. We got, what else? We got the first Blizzard game.
Old-fashioned tour, and
vegetarian
tour. It's a whole thing of a thing.
Guys, I've been vegetarian for like 10 days.
We've got the blog for you.
Trying.
I just posted the blog.
I know. Yeah. I'm trying. Okay.
Greenbay.com/blog. Check it out. And then, of course, downtowngreenbay.org.
Com.
Downtowngreenbay.com as well. Everything that you need to know when you visit Green Bay is on those pages. And as always, get out there and discover Green Bay.